So you just start working out, and you need the first crucial step in and most important step in fitness. But there's also, but you're probably clueless and you have no idea what you're doing. And I'm gonna tell you all the information you need to actually effectively work out and make gains, because you obviously don't know what you're doing. You literally just started, so I'm gonna tell you. I'm not gonna waste your time. I'm just gonna go in it. First thing, gym consistency. Doesn't matter. A person that goes gym 10 minutes every single day is gonna make way more progress than a person that's going 10 hours a day but he's only going once a month. Like that just doesn't. It just doesn't work like that. You need to just be consistent and go every day. It doesn't matter how long you go, but just start off small and work your way up. And second thing is discipline. You can't be consistent in the gym if you're not actually disciplined enough to go to the gym. And a way to actually build up discipline is basically just start off small. Start off with maybe 10 minutes a day is barely anything. Like you could, if you can't go 10 minutes a day, well, you just need to self improvement. I'll make a video on that. But start off small. That's actually manageable and easy for you to go every day. That isn't really that difficult. So, for example, 10 minutes a day. Go gym every single day for 10 minutes and then work your way up. So first day 10 minutes. Maybe a week after that you can 30 minutes and go just up it. I would recommend maybe every day, like an actual good time, maybe an hour. But if you can't do an hour and it's way too difficult, just start off small and then work your way up. So from 10 minutes a day to an hour, that's not really that bad. So an hour a day, that's pretty good. Third thing is diet. You obviously make a lot of gains if you actually just go gym, but you also need to take account into diet, because it's nothing's like, you just need a good and a healthy clean diet to actually build an impressive physique. Sure, you can build muscle and strength if you go gym, but if you have so much fat covering your muscles, you're just not really gonna see anything, because we're not actually trying to. This is a video on physique and how the way you look, but if you have all this fat covering all the muscle, you're not really gonna see any of that, and it's still gonna not. Your physique isn't. Your muscle just not gonna pop out, you know. So and diet. There's you need to take in account. I said in my first video, you don't need to like worry about all these terms. I know, like caloric deficit and stuff, but if you want to actually have an impressive physique, you do need to take that into account. Sure, going gym is first step, but second step, and it's also important, is actually having a clean and healthy diet. So I'll break down in simple terms what caloric deficit is. You burn more calories than you consume. That's literally it. You don't need to. So you burn more calories than you consume, and the easiest way to do that is just to eat less. Okay, and the way, and you can track your calories. Sure, you can have like a smartwatch on your wrist telling you how much you burn, and then you can also track your calories on just the foods you eat, and then like the nutrition label. You can do that, but an easier method. You can do that if you want. It is effective, but also if you can't do that, literally, there's an easier method. So all you do is, or you go throughout your day, but when you eat, don't eat until you're 100% full. Eat until you're satisfied but not full. So maybe like you're just a little bit hungry, and then your body like won't have enough energy to actually like supplement your body with all the nutrients. So actually, it will just burn the calories instead for the energy it needs to just survive. And it's just safe. It's not gonna die. Like, it's calm. It's calm. But fourth thing is intensity. Going to the gym, that's great. But if your workouts are not actually intense, like you're just doing fucking like pussy workouts, trust me, you're gonna make barely any gains. Well, you will, but not as much as you could. Your workouts, and like when you lift weights and stuff, you need to make sure it's actually intense. So basically, how it works, how you actually build muscle. When you work out and like you lift weights, your muscle fibers in the body, they sort of like tear, and when you're recovering, also recovers also important. When you're recovering, like when you're sleeping, your body repairs those micro tears, and then your muscle just heals over time, and then when it heals, it becomes just bigger and stronger. So you need to make sure your muscle, like if you're just doing pussy workouts, your muscles are barely ever just gonna tear. The micro tears, it's barely gonna like actually micro tear, and you need to make sure it's actually intense. And more intense, the better, because the more effective it's gonna be. So, and the fifth thing, recovery. You can go gym and have a most intense workout, and like there's so many micro tears in your muscle, and your body's all sore. But if you're not recovering that well, then there's not really any point. So, and in recovery, to make sure your body recovers, there's two things you need to take in account of. One, you're consuming enough protein, because your body actually uses protein to repair those micro tears. Protein foods are like chicken and stuff, or you can take protein powder. And also the second thing, getting enough sleep, because your body actually repairs the micro tears in your sleep. And if you're not sleeping enough, you're just losing out on gains. And that's pretty much it. One more thing, actually, is supplements. People talk about supplements all the time, like, what supplements should I take? And also, in my first video as well, I said, like, don't overcomplicate things. Same thing with supplements. It doesn't really matter. It could give you more gains, but supplements literally like, don't really matter at all. There's like a hierarchy on and stuff on like fitness, like consistency and stuff. Supplements are pretty all the way at the bottom. Like, they do not really matter at all. I mean, you can take supplements and it can help you with gains, but just don't overthink it. It doesn't really matter that much. If I would recommend supplements, it'll probably only be two. One, protein powder, literally because like I think I mentioned before, and two, creatine. That's actually what I take. I only take creatine, nothing else. I'd recommend creatine. I'll probably tell you in a different video what it does. Well, it just helps your muscles retain more water, and they're strong and stuff. But I'll actually go in depth in another video. But yeah, two supplements: protein powder, creatine. Well, that's all you need in fitness. Um, that's all the information you need. And yeah, in a bit.